We spent nearly $2,000 to stay one night at this hotel. Was it worth it? Welcome to Giraffe Manor. Back in the 70s, Giraffe Manor was the home of Jock and Betty Leslie Melville, who bought the property with the intention of repopulating the endangered Rothschild giraffe. Today it serves as an all-inclusive boutique hotel. Rooms book out a year ahead of time and they are not cheap. As you can see from this page, which may have also been made in the 70s, there is one room in the month of August 1 year from now, and it is $2,568. So what can you expect if you book this very expensive, very exclusive hotel? Upon arriving, you can wander the hotel grounds to your leisure. First thing we did was put our stuff in our room. Here's our
To my crib.
which are all named after the giraffes that live on the grounds. We got the Daisy Room, who was the original giraffe when they started the manor. As you wander the grounds, you will realize that everything is tastefully giraffe themed. Giraffe towel holders, giraffe chests, giraffe doorstop, giraffe watering can thing, giraffe plates where they serve you giraffe meat. Just kidding. Tiffany wore her giraffe shirt, so they really found their target audience here. When you get there, they'll serve you some lunch. It's a nice little 3-course meal where you get a couple choices. And you have the option to visit the Giraffe Centre, which is where the giraffes work their 9-to-5 job. The place is open to the public, and for a much cheaper price, you can come up and feed the giraffes. And it is now 9 o'clock, so I don't know if you can see, but all the giraffes are clocking in for work over here. There's a whole bunch of people just feeding them. And they'll teach you all the history about why the Giraffe Manor is here and the work they do. They also have this secondary building. I think they call that a research center, but it has more hotel-y amenities. It has a gym, it has a pool, hot tub, sauna, steam room. It has a bar area. It even has an easel set up where you can paint giraffe. Once 5 o'clock hits, the Giraffe Center closes and the giraffes wander over to the manor. And you'll be served high tea while they wait for them. And that's when you realize Giraffe Manor is a whole Instagram operation. All the staff will just take your phone and they will literally take thousands upon thousands of photos of you. They'll take pictures, they'll take videos. They know all the different poses. They got different angles. They have all kinds of different giraffe activities for you to do. So you got the giraffe kiss picture. You got the swing. You got kisses on the swing. You got petting the giraffe while you feed it. The triple giraffe.
There's 3 now. You're getting swarmed.
You got the giraffe hug, the head pet. This giraffe is named Kelly, and if you throw the food at her, she knows how to catch it in her mouth. This is really clearly designed around Instagram marketing, and they want you to make as many Instagram posts as possible. After an hour or so, the giraffes are done with you and they walk back into the woods. And here's a fun fact I learned about giraffes. They don't sleep. So they literally just walk out into the woods and wait for the next day. So that's right, the whole time you're sleeping, the giraffes are just sitting out there waiting for you to wake up. We went to the bar in the manor and they'll talk about the local gin made in Nairobi. We ate another 3-course meal for dinner. Lamb with the fondant potatoes, I believe. And what did you get?
I got the pan-fried gnocchi with veggies and cheese.
We went to the pool and hot tub, and all the wild giraffes are just waiting. I didn't film it because it was too dark, but Tiffany and I went into the pool, and we got all the way to the end, and there's literally a giraffe just standing there staring at us from the woods. So the next day you'll wake up bright and early. It is now 6:30 a.m. We've woken up to feed the giraffes right at sunrise.
I'm trying to figure out how to make coffee, but the giraffes are right outside.
Hopefully they're awake.
They're making their, they don't sleep.
They're gonna be right out there. And if you're lucky enough to have booked a room with a balcony, you can feed the giraffes from the balcony. Now, not every giraffe is tall enough, so some of them are really reaching for the food, but mostly you're just feeding this tall male giraffe named Ed, and the others will really have to stretch their necks to get the food. Okay, after a while, the giraffes know it's breakfast time, and you'll get some time in the famous breakfast room. They open all the windows and put some giraffe treats on the plate, and you're supposed to be able to get some crazy photos. I'll be honest, this breakfast is so chaotic. Everyone wants their breakfast photo. There's only so many windows and giraffes and staff working there, so they're all trying to coordinate it. But after a while, they'll shoo the giraffes away, and you can actually eat your human food in the breakfast room. If you have a balcony room, you can request the staff bring the breakfast up to the balcony. So that's what we ended up doing.
So it's breakfast time. We fed the giraffes a little bit beforehand, and so now it's time for us to have breakfast. We have like this cute little breakfast menu with some different options. We are staying in the Daisy room, so we have a balcony that overlooks and you can feed the giraffes from here. So we opted to have breakfast up here instead of down in the main breakfast area. This is our breakfast, part 1.
For breakfast here, I have my scrambled eggs and bacon, hash browns. Tiffany got avocado toast with some scrambled eggs on top. Cheers, cheers. As we eat breakfast here and our time comes to a close, how would you rate the experience?
10 out of 10 experience. I got to pet so many giraffes. I got to feed them all. Got kissed.
So yeah, there are many sloppy giraffe kisses.
What about you?
I would say feeding giraffes interesting. As you can see, there's a giraffe behind us right now. I mean, giraffes are so cute, man.
But realistically, it's super expensive. And you could feed the giraffes at the sanctuary right next door. So
yeah, I don't know what that costs, but it seemed much cheaper. It's a little bit more like here you have like a whole staff of people taking like Instagram photos of you.
It's true.
They know all the poses, they know all the positions. It feels less like staying in a hotel and more like staying with your rich uncle. Like you're just kind of like in a house. There's a bunch of rooms, everybody's in the rooms.
If you simply just kind of like want to interact with the giraffe and not get maybe the most Instagram worthy pictures, just go to the Giraffe Sanctuary. But if you're looking for a much more like personal one-on-one time, definitely spend a night here. But it is very expensive.
Actually, I would say like waking up, coming outside, the giraffes are at the balcony. That's a cool experience. Like looking out the door, there's just giraffes everywhere. That's a cool experience. I think it's more than just like feeding giraffes. I think you get more out of it than just that. But if you just care about feeding giraffes, there's places you can do that. Yeah. We're gonna finish up our breakfast here and wrap up. After the breakfast, the staff are cleaning up and getting ready for the next batch of tourists so they can run through the giraffe experience. They kick you out at 10 a.m. so we just hung out in the gardens and played some bocce to kill some time before our driver showed up. And you can buy all this giraffe themed stuff in the shop, of course. Also, if you look at this greenhouse, there's an option for one person a night to eat dinner in this greenhouse. It doesn't cost anymore, but it's first come, first serve. So if you're interested, definitely ask the staff. Honestly though, it's a little musty in here. Not even sure if I'd recommend it. That's pretty much it. We checked out the guest house, which you can also stay in, but it requires you to book a safari with them. Got a bunch of old books from the early days of safaris, and it's interesting to see the history. Tiffany ordered a latte, and who would have guessed it's giraffe themed. That's all for the Giraffe Manor. Please like and subscribe and share the video. We got a lot more travels coming up that I would love to share. If you missed it, go check out our videos on Uganda, where we visited the gorillas, South Africa, where we saw Cape Town and wine country, and lastly, our safari in the Masai Mara. Until then though, I will see you all next time.